Hi Glam Stars, I'm Maddie and welcome to my channel. If you have not yet become an official Glam Star, all that you have to do is hit that subscribe button in order to become one. And let's go ahead and get right into this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about ways that you can glow up financially. There are many ways to improve your finances overall, and these are just a few ways that I have to share with you all on today. I told all of my Glam Stars that I was going to share more information about budgeting and about living a better financial lifestyle overall. So that is what I'm here to share with you all on today, and I hope that you all definitely find this video helpful. So a lot of things in life come up unexpectedly. So you could be saving a lot of money just specifically over in a savings account or wherever you like to store your money, but we never know what awaits us in life or what is to come upon us. And for that simple fact, you always want to make sure that you have an emergency fund for yourself. Make sure that you put aside some money out of your paycheck or out of whichever way that you get money. That way, if anything comes up like an emergency, you'll be ready and prepared for it. I personally recommend having a separate account just specifically for emergency funds in case something comes up. Like, hey, if something happens, I'll have this little bit of cash here. And whenever you get a paycheck, you can store $5, you can store $10, you can store $20, however much you'd like to put into that separate account, just to make sure that if an emergency arises, you are ready and prepared. That is one of the smartest things that you can ever do, because we never know what awaits us in life. We just hope and pray that it is good and that we are ready to face those obstacles. And the biggest thing, or the biggest issue people have when obstacles typically come up, is they have no finances to handle it. So you make sure that you have those finances in order. That way you can put a little bit in your emergency fund and make sure that you're straight each and every single time a problem arises. Next up, always remember to pay off debts, okay? Every time that you borrow from somebody else, you rob yourself. And that could not be further from the truth. Each and every single time that we borrow from somebody, like, hey, let me hold $500. Well, borrowing is something that you definitely have to pay back. And if you have friends that really don't have it like that, they're going to be expecting that money back, even if they got it like that. A lot of us still want our money back. So definitely make sure that you pay off any type of debt that you have, and that will help you a lot on your financial journey. That way you won't have to be looking to pay these people back in the future once you do start building up your financial empire. Paying off debts is extremely important. I don't care if it's something as small as a credit card. Make sure that you get that out of the way, pay it off. For me personally, I pay off my credit card each and every single month. If I spend $500, I'm paying $500 back. Now with credit cards, you don't have to do that. You can just pay the minimum payment. So I'm not really going to compare that to humans, but if you have a human being that you're borrowing from or a loan that you've gotten recently, make sure that you're working to pay that off, because I know a lot of people would just let that stuff sit and let it build up and build up and build up, and you definitely should not do that, because you're putting yourself in financial turmoil each and every single time that you borrow. So before you start your financial journey, make sure that you're paying back those people that you owe. That way you won't owe them once you get on your financial glow up. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket. I've heard a lot of people tell me throughout my life, go to college, do this, do that. Put some roots down in a specific job. For me, I have multiple sources of income, and it should be that way with everyone. You know, when this pandemic came about, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people realized that they were putting too many eggs in one basket. That is when all the financial issues came up, and thankfully we had the stimulus checks to come along, and unemployment and different things like that, but definitely make sure that you have multiple sources of income. That is the smartest thing that you could do. The worst thing that you can ever do is go to a job each and every single day, slave yourself out, and that is the only source of income that you have. Simply because when you do that, your job could lay you off at any given time. Something like a pandemic can happen at any given time. Anything can go down in life. So you have to make sure that you're prepared. And when you have multiple sources of income, you aren't just devoted to one. You aren't going to be that down if you get laid off of one job, because I have these other sources of income over here. So definitely make sure that you're spreading out your eggs into different baskets, and definitely make sure that you have multiple sources of income coming in, not just one from that one job that will lay you off at any given moment, but multiple sources of income. Okay, if you got to start your store, start it. If you got to start your YouTube channel, start it. Whatever can make you another source of income, definitely make sure that you have it. If you just want to get a part-time job, something simple, start it. And I understand that it's a lot easier said than done, but you will definitely be glad that you did it, especially when things so unpredictable like the coronavirus came about, different pandemics, stuff like that. You never know what life is going to bring about. So you have to make sure that you have your eggs in multiple baskets and not just one. And that brings me to the next thing that I have to talk about, is never depend on one source of income, which is pretty much what I just said. You have to make sure that you are spreading out those eggs and making sure that you have multiple sources of income. Look at the things that you are good at and see what you can do in order to have another source of income. And I guarantee you, you're going to find something, because there's some type of talent. There's something that we all can do, and there's something that we all can do better than the next human being, believe it or not. So definitely figure out what your niche is, what's something that you're good at, and I guarantee you'll find you another source of income in no time. Invest first and spend what is left. So your investments are what is most important. Okay, so if you have something you're investing in, whether it be your house, a mortgage, whether it be whatever it may be that's investing into your life and something that holds value, definitely make sure to spend your money on that first. Now, if you have some money left over to go and have fun with, then most definitely do that. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself to gifts, even if it's just a $10 gift. You know, you deserve something for your hard work and for your hard effort, but don't ever, okay, spend the money that you're supposed to invest on mess. Okay, a lot of people go to the casino and be like, oh my gosh, I have $1,000, let me go gamble, and they'll lose all of that money there and not win anything. So definitely make sure that you're being wise with your finances. Make sure that you're investing in things that hold value, and when I say things that hold value, I don't mean Gucci belts, and I don't mean any type of clothes for that matter. Might want to stay off Fashion Nova, because that's my biggest temptation. Okay, so make sure that you're investing in what you need, and then you can get the things that you want later on. Christmas is coming up. Tell your family members,
hey, I ain't really got no money to spend on y'all this year. If you really love me, you'll accept this gift that I got from Dollar Tree, okay?
Because investing is the most important thing, and especially with Christmas coming up, I know that a lot of people are about to go crazy trying to buy things, trying to get things, trying to buy people gifts. Girl, you don't have to do that, okay? My biggest thing with Christmas, Merry Christmas, keep it pushing. You don't owe anybody a gift. Just make sure that you let that person know that you love them. Reduce your expenses. So a lot of us spend way more than we need to spend on things that aren't even that important. So make sure that you're reducing your expenses. It could be that you have a foreign car that you really can't afford. Don't be afraid to go and switch that out for a Honda, girlfriend. Whatever is going on in your life, you have to reduce those expenses down to something that you can afford. If you only have a couple thousand left on your car and you happen to get a stimulus check or something that you could pay that off with, then make sure to pay that off. That way that's one less thing that you have to worry about. That's one less thing that you have to pay for, okay? Because a lot of times we'll just let bills ride out. And if it's something that you can pay off and get rid of that bill, then do it. Because that next month coming forward, you'll have an extra $100, $200, $300, or $400 to spend towards something else, okay? So definitely make sure that you are reducing all expenses and make sure that you're paying off all of that debt. That way you won't have to be in financial turmoil, okay? Create a budget and stick to it, okay? And there are a lot of budget planners. I will leave some listed down below, and I will also leave my favorite budget planner listed down below. But a budget is very important, you know, writing down the amount of income that you're bringing in for that month, and then also writing down how much you have to spend on bills, different types of stuff like that, and how you're going to break up that money. I believe that there is a rule that has been out there for a long time, but it is the 50-30-20 rule. And this is what the 50-30-20 rule is about. You put 50% of your income towards needs. Your needs would be things like food, need water, different stuff like that. So you can spend 50% of your income on the things that you need, okay? If you need glasses, if you wear glasses, put that 50% towards that, okay? Whatever you need, make sure that you're buying a detergent, different stuff like that. That's where your 50% is going to be going. That 30% on whatever you want, because as human beings, we deserve to treat ourselves, okay? A lot of us work Monday through Sunday, okay, and get nothing out of it, and you definitely want to make sure that you're treating yourself to something. If you like going out to eat, make sure that you're able to do that every now and then. You know, we all deserve to have something for our hard work, so it's okay to treat yourself. That is why it's wise to put 30% of your income towards something that you want. Hey, you might want a purse. Go and get that purse, girl, as long as it's within that 30% range, okay? And only you know what 30% is for you, because only you know what type of income you have coming in. And you put that 20% into savings, and what it's going to do is it's going to build up, it's going to build up, it's going to build up, okay? And there's your savings money. It's always going to be available to you, but I count my savings money as being off boundaries, okay? If I have $10,000 in my savings, that's my savings money. I'm not touching it, point blank, period. No reason whatsoever that I'm about to touch this money that's in my savings that I'm building up, you know, for the rest of my life. But if you have like a play money savings, that you will be touching, but not that savings, okay? I don't care if you look at my Bank of America account and it says, oh my gosh, you have $20,000 in your savings. Girl, we should go shopping. No, we should not. That's my savings money, okay? So you have to get to the point where you're like that, where the money in your savings account is untouchable, okay? That 20% in your savings account, off limits. It's not going to be touched regardless of anything, okay? This is another thing I want people to know. You are never too young or old to start, okay? If you're making money, you're not too young to start your financial glow up process, and you're never too old to start it either. You can start at any age. Whenever you see this video, whenever you're directed to watch this video, that is when you're meant to hear the message. So don't start going, dang, I wish I knew this when I was younger. Now is the time, okay? What you knew when you were younger was what you were supposed to know when you were younger. Now is the time. If you want to start saving, if you want to start your financial glow up, then do it. I don't care what age you are. If you're bringing in money, I don't care if you're bringing in $10 a month. Start up your financial savings. Start up your financial glow up, and you will see your life transforming before your eyes, because you won't be in so much financial turmoil. You know what I'm saying? If you have a steady job, if you have a career that you're making steady income from, like I'd say over $1,000 a month, then you should be able to do this and follow it properly, okay? So definitely make sure that you know for sure that you're never too young or too old to start your financial journey to freedom, okay? Pretty much. So if you watched the video to this point, comment down below glow up, because 2021 is the year for all of us to glow up. We're manifesting it right now. We're speaking it into our lives, okay? That there will be no more financial turmoil going on in our lives. There will be no more struggling, because we're going to budget properly, because we're going to work hard, and because we're going to get the work done that we need to get done in order to be financially stable. Get those multiple sources of income. And that is it for this video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't have anything else to comment down below, please comment what you are, and that is a star. Always remember to keep glamming, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
I would love wasting time with you, baby, 'cause I know it will be heaven making love with you. I would love wasting time with you, baby, 'cause I know it will be heaven making love with you. Love is in the air tonight. I am yours, so hold me tight. Love is in the air tonight.